Innovative.
What's good, everybody? Y'all now tuned in to Confessions of a Ref with Moan by ProHustle Zone. And got a guest. Let my bro introduce himself.
How you doing, everybody? My name is Christian Heard, aka KnowHeard on Instagram. Okay, yeah, looking at the right place. I just wanted to first off say that I couldn't have been here without the homies. This is the homie Mad Looney right here. Go ahead and shout him out. But first off, that's just a jacket that I wear every day, but what I wear on the old kufi each and every day is my man's. This is my brother's hat. This is nice. As y'all can see, I don't really wear hats that often, but when I do, I rock stuff like this. Go ahead, check you out. His name is KnowHeard. He also does therapy. Go check him out.
KnowHeard 90 or 09, something like that?
Yeah, KnowHeard 90. I should know that off the top of my dome. It is my brother's Instagram, right?
Most definitely. You tell them where they can find you at?
Oh, yeah. You can find me on Instagram. KnowHeard. That's KnowHeard. I'm the dude with Krillin looking down before he gets stabbed by Cell.
That's Dragon Ball Z,
Frieza.
in case anybody doesn't know. That's Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, yeah.
You feel
my
me?
bad.
He in the anime.
In America, I figure everybody knew about Dragon Ball Z. Cause
no. You feel me? Yes and no. Yes and no.
the American voiceovers were so epic. But that's just in America. You know, in Japan, they was like, we never heard those American voices. It never happened.
So, bro, let's get into the show. I want to talk about your journey as far as, like, how did you get into reffing and when did you first, like, you know what I mean, how long you been doing it, A, B, C, D.
My word.
And where did you go through? Because, you know, I be having people asking me how to get into this. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, refereeing is something that anybody can get into, but you're right, not everybody's going to get into. So first, how did I start? I started in 2010. I always say 2010. 2010, I started refereeing because I wasn't on playing varsity or anything like that, but I wasn't necessarily going to.
Basketball?
Yeah, I wasn't playing varsity basketball. I wasn't really playing sports at a varsity level. And in high school, if you're not playing at a varsity level, you kind of start to think about doing other things. So I started doing other things like maybe my junior year, sophomore year. As far as basketball, I started to do wrestling and things like that. So I enjoyed sports. I didn't really want to run track. That I don't know what that means, but I don't even know what that means. But what I really wanted to do was stick in with sports. And my dad was a basketball coach. He had coached me all my whole life. So he was like, why don't you just do the next thing, which is to be a referee. So he got me plugged in with some referees. Some guys that, you know, had been reffing my games for years started to become more clear to me. I started to recognize them more because I was being a ref. But I went through Long Beach, CBOA. Yeah, CBOA. I went through that.
.net,
yeah, and that's how I got certified over there.
California Basketball Officiating Association.
Yeah, man, that stuff is legit, bro. If any of you guys know about that website, go ahead, check that out, and they'll direct you to where you can go. They have weekly meetings when basketball season does start up. We can talk about that later. but for real, go to cboa.net and now it's coming all back to me.
One of those.
I think it was .net, but try both because it's online. It's on your phone. You just try both and then you'll figure it out. It's the one with the basketball that looks like a sun. But again, back to where I was.
To tap in on that real quick, because they, as a basketball ref, they pay you about, what is it right now, like $88 for a freshman game?
Yeah.
And about $98 for like varsity.
Yes.
So you really getting like for high school officiating, you would pay like $120 to get in there, but you go probably make like $100 a game, depending on how many games you could get, depending on how good you are as a ref, or if you politicking. You get what I'm saying?
Refereeing those high school games is literally what saved me as I was, you know, going through school and all that. Didn't necessarily finish school. Notice the finger quotes. But when I had little bills to pay, refereeing made that up real easy, real smooth. Like this a weekend or a couple of games, and I'm talking about like in 2012, 2011. Yeah, there is something going on out there. 2010, 2011, and 12.
My power steering out.
Man, but
or brakes.
The brakes, power steers, one of them need to get that fixed. But there was the higher ups would always turn down girls' freshman games. So somebody like me, who I'm only qualified to do girls' freshman games, I came in and I had like 48 games. You know, my first time going in, that was at $77 a game.
Let me give some background on that real quick, because when you first become a certified basketball official and they have you doing like the easier games, which would be more like freshmen, when you go to the girls' freshman game, and there's no disrespect to the females, most of the time you go have a bunch of jump balls and fouls, and they might fuck around and fight. As being freshman girls, because they just follow the ball and just clamp up in like a little herd, like a little circle. Yeah, and then, you know, like it look like rugby sometimes if they're not as skilled, if you get what I'm saying.
Oh, I like how you brought that up, if they're not as skilled, because yeah, let's try to bring a balance to this, because as an official, you know, if they start fighting, that is my fault. That is my fault. I am there to watch the game. And if I'm watching the game, or if I'm managing the game correctly in an efficient manner, then I will see what that person is complaining to me about. Mm-hmm. You know, you don't want to look at them as kids or as players even. You know, I try to look at them as soldiers of war sometimes. And I'm trying to be funny right now. But sometimes these guys are soldiers of war, and if my soldier's gun isn't working, he's going to complain to me. I'm not his general, but, you know, I am maybe the serviceman. I'm America. They're complaining to America. You know, me, I need to bail them out. You know, I do want to bail out my players. I do want to hear why they're, oh, she's doing this, she's doing that. Okay, I want to see that out. So hopefully, because, I mean, I'm not really going to call anything on it, but hopefully if they see that I'm trying to be attentive to it, that's why I talk a lot when I'm reffing. I know you know that. I talk a lot when I'm reffing. And that's something that, you know, when I first started, the talking was not, I guess, as explicit, because when you first start, the game's kind of coming fast, depending on how much basketball you play.
You're also a little nervous though too, because
you better be nervous.
Most people don't understand that everybody could sit down from their chair and say that's a travel, or he double dribble, or that's a foul. But then when you standing up and you have to be the one at a proper timing to blow the whistle and call it, that's a different level of pressure. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, refereeing is hard. It is hard.
So with refereeing being so hard, right? And sometimes I know, as a fellow ref, you could complain about how the environment can get and how the things people blurt and yell out. Mm-hmm. So how do you feel about the people that say, well, you're a referee and you signed up to do this job? Yeah. You get what I'm saying? You shouldn't complain about how people are yelling at you in ABCD, because this is what it comes with. You feel what I'm saying? Do you feel like they got a point, or are they just justifying the bullshit that they just tend to yell out towards us? Because you know, there's a fine line between it, because sometimes, being honest, they do have a point, and then I've heard things where I had to look back in the car and be like, man, who the fuck said that?
because you was right, goddamn it. Come step
right
up.
Sometimes I would look back if somebody is right though too, because you know what I mean, like even if we missed it, I'm just the type of, you know what I mean, we missed it, do a better job at trying to, you know what I mean, pick up the car next time. But what do you say to those people?
Yeah, so two things. You got to have thick skin if you're going to be a referee. And also, I'm okay being their God. You know, that's me specifically. I'm a good person.
What
I'm
you
a
mean
good judge.
Their God? Break it down.
I'm okay being their God. They need me to save them. You know, they need me. Their kid's not going to get the looks that they need. Their kid's not going to have a good weekend unless this game ends in a victory for them, is sometimes how people might see it. You know, I say I'm okay being their God, but, you know, you have to remember that people are there watching their kids, or maybe their significant others. You know, they feel vested in the game, you know, and they probably shouldn't, but sometimes the parent of an 8-year-old, the mother of an 8-year-old is gonna, you know what, I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it like that. When I said it right there like that, I didn't mean it like that. Okay, it's just that.
This is what this for. This is the confessions of a ref. Get your bars on. It's a respectful way you could say what you saying.
As a man, when a woman says something, I kind of do hear my aunt, my mom, you know, or my grandmother saying something to me. So it's like, oh, what was that? You know, when a dude says something, it's like, I don't even have to say it out loud. Like, nah, shut the fuck up. You know, like, it doesn't even matter. The coach is calling and complaining for something. It doesn't even matter. But, yeah, you got to have thick skin. You got to have thick skin because you are the judge. Imagine if the judge of a court of law, you know, got up, hey, what you say? Like, no, you're in contempt. Get out of here so we can continue on with the proceedings. You know, so I also don't like to give out texts, but you got to have thick skin because they're watching as well. I'm watching with my partner, but this shirt doesn't give me superpowers.
Definitely.
Not only am I going to
get your ass whooped in that shirt.
Exactly. You know, it's not. I don't have
real quick
X-ray vision to see through a certain player. That's why I have to run, make sure I get down there before the kids get down there or whomever. You got to get to there before the defense gets there.
This be in proper position. But do you think they got a point when they say that we should just stand up and just take it, or should there be a balance within what the fans are blurting out? You know what I mean? Because
that's kind of first.
There's been some things that they have blurred out. They'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, well, we're all American citizens. They have rights. They have rights to say what they feel. They have that right.
But what about when it gets to the point where now when it carries over to the players on the court?
Okay, so now the players are on the court. We've got like a little scuffle, not quite a fight, but we've got jawing.
It's just getting intense.
We got jawing.
Intense.
We hope that parents can again understand. Well, not every adult.
You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about, because you understand what it's like out there when it get a little intense and also, the parents start feeding into that. They bring their emotion into it.
You know,
we had a situation this weekend, 2 weekends ago, where, put it like this. Hold up.
Okay.
Cam, roll that last clip because it was very similar to this, but we actually had like a little scuffle on the court, but.
Over here in Southern California?
Yes, yeah, over at the map.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But nevertheless, everything was still handled properly as you should as a ref. And the funny thing, it becomes a job where you understand, like, bro, I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. Like, when you make the right call, you damned. Fuck, I ain't like that. You cheating for them. And then it's like, well, ain't nobody paying me. And then
but the assigner, I mean.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? When it comes to the two teams that you supposed to be non-biased of, no one's giving any extra money. You don't get paid extra when that team win or loses. You get what I'm saying? The sooner you guys
are off the court, the better for me.
Let's see this one right here. I want you to play because this
man, and they're youngins too. It's like what?
But this
what
is still
really
like
happened?
stuff that we deal with. You feel what I'm saying? And during this, the guy called all the proper technical fouls, and still you still get a whole bunch of flack where people expect for you just to deal with it.
Because people don't want it to happen at all, and they think that we're gonna stop it.
Look, and then look at the kid. You feel what I'm saying? And then the coach shouldn't be doing that. He throw his ass out, and now he tripping, motherfucker. Look, the kid's still tripping. Then the parent or the assistant manager down there, he throw her ass out too. He done threw out three people. Watch my man right here in the black sweatsuit. You see it? He just tried to hit my man with a drink.
Perfect example of how everything can go wrong. Chaos.
You feel what I'm saying? He almost hit him with the drink. I would have got hella pissed at that. You feel what I'm saying?
Everybody's upset. We're the referees, though. We have to be willing to not feed into any of those other things and just try to bring it back to the medium. Bring it back to the middle. Bring it back to calm.
Or you could pause over right there, Cam. Do you see but you see what I mean though? Like he kind of he gave whatever happened. You understand that as a basketball ref, whatever happened before that we didn't see, he obviously dealt with it in a blue. Maybe he could have gave out the wrong technical.
Let's not even assume that. Let's not even assume
you don't want to assume that.
I don't think we should assume they took care of it.
He giving out the tech to the player though for his behavior.
I was giving the tech to the player, and then maybe the tech to the coach, but also the coach. He's not challenging him or anything. He's saying you didn't call that foul over there, and as a referee, it's like, all right,
we a little bit more lenient sometimes to how we ref. But as a basketball ref in a high school game, that shit is not okay.
And they're not gonna do that.
He shouldn't even leave that box in a high school game. You get what I'm saying?
And you know what? They're gonna get thrown out for that, and it's gonna be a lot easier to manage because you have the AD there, you have the sheriff there, so things are gonna get handled in an easier way. You have to kind of read the room on that one. And understand that you're going to throw this person out, but who's actually going to throw them out? That looked like a Saturday, Sunday event. I didn't see anybody there, anything like that. So, I don't want to put too much pressure on the referee. I'm not saying he made the wrong decision because, they were pretty out of hand right there. And maybe he felt like that's what needed to happen. That's just not how many techs I would have given out. I would have given out one tech to the kid, and then that was it.
So you think if they would have, someone wanted to tech him, he was kind of asking for it?
Maybe he was, maybe because I've had plenty of coaches that literally like, yeah, I was asking for it. I don't know why you didn't give me one. And then sometime when you do got the text, you're like, yeah, I was asking for it. I'm glad you did.
Okay, Cam. Pull up the third clip that I sent you.
Maybe this one will break me. Because I want to talk about ego, too.
I want to talk about how refs, you ever been noticing either there's more cameras just catching it, or a lot of refs just been getting their ass whooped.
Yeah, I've been noticing that online. Yeah, that's
I don't know if it's more cameras up in the room.
I'm just glad every day that it's not me.
You get what I'm saying?
I'm just kidding. I'm sorry, referees. Hey, you guys out there, man, I swear, you guys are grown men. You need to get into a boxing class or something like that, because you guys are coming into these so-called hostile environments every weekend where these people are berating you with all these comments and things like that, and you feel so threatened, but do something. Protect
this is
yourself.
at a girls' game. I actually seen this one before, but I thought it was a guys, but I didn't know it was females, which was quite interesting when I seen one of the female players get helping in.
So someone, let's just see it.
Because some things like this got close to happening to me before, but not as aggressive. But gym. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, it is a nice gym, nice facility. Look like he ended the game. Coach voicing his opinion. Don't want to shake hands.
He's upset. Yeah, he says, let's go.
Parent coming over. Yeah. Hitting him with the TMZ.
It's cool. He probably feels a little embarrassed maybe, but... and he's talking crap. He's seeing John. Oh.
Look, the little girl...
and then of course they feel like, hey, don't touch my girl.
But look, his partner not helping him. Nobody like really stopping the shit. He done got slammed. Look, like nobody, like it took a long time for people to jump in there. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. But then if he was just to like, do you feel like he was wrong even for slapping that phone out his hand like that when he TMZ?
This is called the nitty gritty, everybody. Okay,
because it definitely gets like that.
Do we want to get legal in this place?
Stuff like that happen. Rewind it again, Cam. Stuff like this in the gym happens all the time because there's times when the tempers flare. As a man, and even though you're a ref and you're supposed to take it, people start getting. Go back a little
further, right here. This is
people start getting out of hand.
This
like
sucks, right? This sucks. He's in his face.
He shouldn't even be doing that.
You don't do that. Don't take that first swing. The little girl, everything else that happens, that's a scuffle, that's a fight.
He should have just tried to knock him out.
Yeah, no, for real. He should have just threw a good right hand or left
and went trying not to fight the little girl.
Then it turns out because he had his hand around his neck and then yellow shirt didn't like that. Nah, yeah, you don't slap at the dude that's making a video of you because he's just making a video, okay? Take a step back and I guess try to get out of there. The game's already over.
How do you feel like it's a proper way to de-escalate something like that if you was his partner?
If I'm his partner and that fight happens, right? Is that what you're saying? Or
just all of it as you watching it? Because his partner basically just left him. Right. He just left him there.
You got to grab your partner and pull him out of there because your partner starts to talk to the other guy. He doesn't realize what kind of hostile situation that he's in. He doesn't even notice the other guy coming over there. If you at least notice the other guy coming over there because you're not talking to the coach, it's like the game's over.
Pull up number 2. I know the people in that one as well.
Yeah, but when you've got a game like that ends, you get out of there. I understand that maybe you want to talk about it because you feel like, you got a point to make. Maybe you didn't do something wrong, or maybe you did something right, and you want to. Don't make that point at that time. Read the room a little bit, and I hate to put so much pressure on the victim because that's wrong. I don't want to do that. What that gentleman did when he put the video in there, took the smack. Even though the other dude swung at him first, it's like, hey man, but you're over there.
Disrespectful that
you'd be all up in his face. If you're just in his face with the video saying, "Yep, this is the guy," then it's different. But he went up to him saying, "Yeah, this is the fucking guy." But he could have
recorded that shit like 10 feet away from him, though.
And you can record it 10 feet away.
I believe this looked like it's at Cerritos College.
Nope, I know exactly. I think that
it might be.
Let's just go with the video.
You know who it is too. You know who it is. You know who one of the refs is in there, and you know who the person is fighting as well.
Okay.
I never seen this one until today.
I didn't know any of my boys fought.
If you paying attention, you seen some people. That might be Brian Kennebrew over there as well.
Whoa.
It might be Kennebrew over there. That's Kennebrew. Yeah, that is. I told you. Him, but I know the other rep that's working out. I know the guy right there that's doing it. We supposed to have his brother up there because one of his brothers, one of the guys involved, his brother is a ref, so we supposed to have him up here as well.
Okay, so that one, this one gets. Oh. Oh, he's squaring up. Look at that guy. Yeah, don't never square up as a referee. Do not square up, man. Especially when they're coming at you. Just evade, duck under, try to get out of there, dudes. I feel it. I do want you to box. Referees, I do want you to box, but it's just going to be a bad look when you've got that shirt on and you're whooping a parent down.
Nah, definitely, but at the same time, you about to go viral as hell because the parent or the coach, it shouldn't get
Only
that far.
do it if you know you can win the fight.
It shouldn't get that far. They shouldn't even be approaching us on the court, and the shit should have a level of respect that it shouldn't be fully about you. Maybe, you know what I mean, if you feel like somebody cheated the kids, there's a proper way, in my opinion, to handle that without going that way, because you go disrespectful, you go cross a boundary, and somebody else go feel like, well, fuck it. Yeah. You feel me? The gloves is off. Don't be mad when I feel like I want to take it here then. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? I think people should just start handling shit in a proper way. Just go let the tournament directors know what they feel like is going on, or they're part of it, and let them handle it, whether they're trying to take it into their own hands, trying to be ref police and shit.
That's too much paperwork though, man. Nobody wants to go talk to the tournament director, go do all of this. Like, we came here for a 150 game and we have another one at 420, and then we're out of here. Okay.
So what do you think about this type of behavior?
This type of behavior is not. It's not
wait,
for.
in adult leags though, because you ref adult league where I be reffing adult league at times before, and it's like when I got there and I noticed, I said, damn. It seemed like it's about 3 guys on a group of 7, a team of 7 players. It's about like 2 of them guys. They didn't come here to fully play basketball. No cap. They came here to push up and sock up everybody who they can, and then go to work in the morning.
Things that are verbatim from their mouths. Like certain days, it's Wednesday and I didn't bring the money, so I have to go get 5 fouls. That's what I have to do today. That's my job. That's my job, and a pork chop.
Do you think that sometimes we deserve a raise when we have to deal with like a box?
Let me tell you this right now.
Personally, I done told them on the show, I'm not breaking up shit in an adult league when they get to doing that, because I feel like if it's about the game and I could step in real quick, yeah. But once it get to popping off, I'm not breaking up shit. Ain't nobody socking me on accident or purpose. Yeah.
And take a step back. As a referee, again, we have the opportunity to stop that fight before it happens. You know,
yeah, but in adult league though, and you know this because you been nice about this shit. You notice that in adult league,
being nice about this. I want to come back next week.
It's hard to tell another man that no when he feel like he's been disrespected. Pause,
man. Don't ever say that again. No. Don't ever do that again, man. What are you thinking, bro? Come on.
Wow.
But yeah, you're absolutely right though. It's hard to tell a man, especially when he's trying to compete, like, hey man, you're being a little too savage right now, bro. It's not jungle ball, you know. And then guys, what do you mean jungle ball? Call me a gorilla? Like, yes, I am.
See, that right there, a damn near start a fight in an adult league between you and a player.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like,
it's hard to tell a grown man to stop. Tell him no, tell him, hey, you can't do that. But also it's like that does mean that they didn't come here to play basketball. That's exactly what that means, where it's like, don't you guys have an offense that you can run where like, oh, he's jamming me up in the middle, let me go out to the short corner or something like that. And it's like, oh no, you don't have any of that.
Dude, there's times where we go ref and I'd be looking and I'd be like, damn, okay, is he just playing aggressive? Because some people just play aggressive and play physical.
Yeah, no.
Fine. But then when you watching, it's like,
he's playing aggressive because he's out of moves, okay? He's got a 4, a 3, a 2, and an ace in his hand, okay? And out there on the board, it's jack. It's like,
nigga, it'd be like,
he's got no hands.
Did he just bump him on purpose? Then you hear him what he's saying. It's like, okay, I'm gonna just let this go on for a minute to see what's going on. All right, hey, bro, white talk to white, black talk to black. And then when you see it still going, it's like one person to turn down and say, okay, let's play basketball. And then the next person is over there still like.
That person lost, by the way. The guy who decided to play basketball, he lost.
Because he turned down.
He's backed down from a fight that he didn't even know he was a part of.
Play the first clip for me one time.
Because I didn't really play basketball that much growing up, right? So if I went into a basketball league, I'll be like, hey, I'm your point guard, guys. I'm going to give you the ball, move it around, and get back on defense. That's all I'm here for. 3 options right there.
That's quite interesting that you're saying that you
imagine if you run out of those 3 options, how upset you're going to become. I got 3 options. What if you're like a 6'5" dude? It's like, we're not going to let you handle the ball like that. You can't handle the ball. So now you probably got 2. Get some rebounds, get back on defense. What if you can't do that anymore? I'm telling you, man, basketball is a cutthroat sport. If you can't dribble and score the rock, you're going to have a hard time. And it's going to show.
Nah, no cap. That is funny that you bring that up, though, about you not playing basketball as much, but also a basketball referee. Yeah. Because there's times
where... You should talk about that.
Yeah, because there's times where some guys that come out there like that and be sorry as hell as a ref. You get them. Some guys, though, actually be pretty good because they understand the game even though they haven't played.
Refereeing's kind of like knowing food. It's kind of like being a chef. Like, we got steak out here, right? But sometimes you might have chicken. Sometimes you might have fish. Like with little kids, it's fish. You got to be delicate with that.
The skill level, I got you.
You ain't got to do much to make shrimp go well.
I call it like religion.
Okay, how?
You feel what I'm saying? Because you're trying to read this book and apply these rules in the best way of life, the best way you see fit.
The religion of basketball.
Yeah, and everybody not go see the judgment. Like, what's a foul to me ain't a foul to you. You get what I'm saying, and vice versa.
Yeah.
But go ahead, you know what I mean? I want to play this real quick because it's disrespectful right here. Disrespectful.
Snaps. I would eat candy when I'm reffing. I'm not gonna lie. I would eat candy like Jolly Ranchers and gum.
Look, he has a slice of pizza in his hand.
Wow, give him the ball.
No, but Chris, come on now.
Yeah, nah, you can't do that.
The basketball
Stop the cap, sir.
got
and you know who you are.
Grease on it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, come on, you can't be doing that. That's disrespectful.
That's disrespect. Our signers were probably DACAs.
You feel?
One of our signers were DACAs.
He would have told your ass to go home.
I hope not, man. I know. I hope he just takes the game from me and I can keep working. Please just take the game from me, man.
He was better off just eating the pizza, like stuffing his mouth as much as he could, pause, and then running away, blowing the whistle, in on the bar, and just be over there just chewing. You feel what I'm saying? Chewing his food up. You feel what I'm saying? That's gay?
When you said blowing the whistle. But, nah, man, he has to stop the cap. I almost wish he had gotten beaten up for eating that pizza right there. At least be respectful and put the whole thing in your mouth. And put the whole thing in your mouth and just be like, all right, my bad. You know, here we go. Like,
what's one of the wildest ref scenarios you ever been in or witnessed personally?
Because
I didn't watch you a couple of times where you be in the court and it's like, hey, Chris, he kind of serious, Chris.
Like, I know, I be dodging bullets, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like, people be seeing my humor too.
Just how you be responding to them.
People be seeing my humor too, where it's like, hey, bro, you know, before you walked in, hey, man, you know, before you walked in here, you wasn't mad at me, right? And you didn't even know who I was.
That's the shit he said to people while they get mad at him, and he felt like
I diffuse it with humor.
He made the wrong call.
You can't fight if you're laughing.
Hell no, they be about to kick your ass, Chris. But give me your wildest ref story that you had experienced personally.
And honestly, I would really, because this is not going to be the wildest. Like, this is just what I can remember and put it to a decent form. I've had a fight.
You was involved?
Yeah, I guess I was, but it was just breaking. It was breaking up the fight, and as I was breaking up the fight, one of the kids was like, "Hey, and I was like, you felt that, didn't you? Yeah. Don't push me. It's okay. Calm down."
You pushed the kid, or you
he
pushed
his
hands,
me,
like got his hands off of you?
You know me, I'll be ready. I'll be ready for stuff, you know. So like it happens, and I'll walk to it because you know it's like this happened on my court. You know, luckily they're 14, 15-year-olds, so they're big, but they're not that big. And I want to say it was in Vegas so bad, but I don't know. I don't know where it was. It was probably out here too, man. So the fight happens, right? And it's one of those situations where the parents are saying, hey, they're going to end up fighting if it keep happens like this, right? It's going into the end of the game. It's like 2 minutes to go, and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, shut up, lady. You know, like, you were wrong this time. And, you know, like, they heard me say that. The kids decided to start getting at them. And at first it was just some jawing. So I'm like, hey, you know me. I'm just walking up to it. Hey, cut it out. Say a couple jokes. You know, you guys can get each other's numbers later. You guys can, you know, you can exchange dresses, sizes at another time. You know, get out of each other's faces right now. We got ball to play. They're not having it. They start going at it with the little, you know, kids can't really fight like that, especially basketball players. It's like, maybe some of them can from the hood, but it's like even hood guys are like, oh, are we gonna fight or are we
just
not?
A little reluctant based on that it's a basketball game. I got what you're saying, but not the adult league though. They not holding up.
Because they probably been in a few fights. What these basketball kids don't understand is that they've never been in a fight. So it's like you're gonna decide to have your first fight on a basketball court. There's no honor in that, you know, and there's no respect you can get. What are you gonna? You beat up a three. You beat up a small forward. You didn't do anything. Well, you're Jake Paul.
I done had one time a woman. I done called a ball one time, went out of bounds and went this way, the opposite way of the people that was sitting right in front of the play, and they felt like I was wrong. So one of the mothers end up standing up and yelling. I just stand up and look at it because I don't know what she's going to do. But the way she's yelling is like, come on now, like sit down. We only got a minute and 30 seconds left. Come on, sit down.
You don't ever get in the woman's face. I'm just kidding.
I ain't doing that. I'm not competing or trying to challenge no woman
Respect
up on
women,
it like that. You feel what I'm saying? I walk away. The homie get me from over there up on that side and switch, and I was about to give the team a technical foul, but he like, nah, man, we got time. I mean, it's not like only a minute and 30 seconds left. We ain't got to do that, mess up the game. A, B, C, D. After the minute and 30 seconds they lose, she comes up to me and tell me, I ride dicks bigger than you.
There's absolutely no fat on that joke. You didn't just laugh?
To me, I got upset. I said, what the fuck that got to do with me or this game, bitch? You know what I mean?
She threw you off, huh?
Yeah, because I'm sitting there like,
fuck off of her sack.
What the fuck is he talking about? And then everybody that was right there, all the fellas that was right there just look like, what the fuck does that shit mean?
Hilarious.
And I'm like, I don't know, but because she did look kind of like good, they was looking like she, you know what I mean? She a little natural. I supposed to have the homie up here. He was gonna talk about that because he was at the table when she said that to me. I looked at him and he just started laughing. I'm like,
it's hilarious.
I don't understand. What do you want me to say to that?
It's a shock joke.
Huh?
It's a shock joke. When you're mad at somebody and like, you know what? Keep your cholesterol low. Like, what the fuck? What are you saying?
It's definitely been a good one, Chris. Let them know where they can find you at, bro. We all out of time. I'm gonna have you back though for the Adult League specials, A, B, C, D. You feel me? You definitely.
I wish I could have finished a few more stories, man. Like the fight scenario, right? So what had happened was, as I realized that it is going to be a fight, I get in there. I go from a little walk, right, and I just get in there with a two arms, with a two-hand situation, right? I literally swim those kids out of there because remember they're 14, all right. So I got them. I'm not that tall, but I dolphin them out of there, right? And then the white jersey dude, who wasn't white, he was like Latino or something, right? He decides that he wants to keep turning up, and it's like, nah, ref, you about to get it too, right? So I'm like, oh, you sure? The other kid was cool because you know he got separated, right? So he goes up to push me, and I'm turning to him, right? And he tries to, but he's a 14-year-old. So when he does so, he kind of goes back, and he's doing his thing, and I'm just like, are you okay? You know, are you all right? And that was how the fight ended, you know. But the players came out there, and they separated everybody because it was like, oh, shit, they're about to go at it, you know. So I swim him out, do that. And I'm
ProHustle.
Okay? Yeah, you're okay, right? Come over here. He does that. Everything all right? You're gonna no fist?
ProHustle.
You're a good kid. You're a good kid.
ProHustle.
This is a good kid. You just pushed me.
Where you can find all things ProHustle.
Yeah.
All right, Chris, give me your job. Let them know where they can find you, bro. I'm having you back for so we can give you a part 2 of the Confessions of a Ref, bro. You can come back with
I appreciate that because I wanted to talk about referees.
No, hey, let them know where they can find you
on Instagram at KnowHeard. I'm also on TikTok. But I don't remember what my TikTok is, so there's that.
Why he getting his TikTok? You feel what I'm saying? Everybody, been a good one.
Have you heard podcast on TikTok?
There we go.
Thank you. Thank you guys for having me.
Appreciate you.
This has been a great experience.
I'm going to definitely have you back where we can do an hour. My boy, one more time.
ProHustle did. I'm telling you, man, because low-key, I should have dropped my points.
Hey, Chris, hold up.
I wrote stuff down.
It's more on ProHustle, innovative culture, ProHustle zone, and we out, baby.
Innovative.